So it's a big one in that relegation.
Go on, Nunez!
Oh, he's too over it. I thought he was going to be in then.
Cross straight away.
Too far. Dealt with Koulibaly.
Packed box.
Phil, what's your thoughts on Darwin Nunez?
Captain Chaos, man. I'm personally not the hugest fan of his. I don't think he's gonna live up to the price tag, but I do think he is someone who can be useful.
He's grew
in a
costs the same as Richarlison.
System. I don't think Richarlison's good, and I don't think he was worth the money. So,
well, obviously not. He's not scored. Darwin scored 15.
Richarlison is quite possibly.
If Richarlison is the barometer you're going to use, you're further proving my point, bro.
No, but they're the same price, so you're saying
but both are
he's
crap
not lived up to his price tag.
No,
Richarlison's
1-1 with Leeds and Forest.
He has lived up to his price tag, obviously.
Game on.
What are you? Who brought Richarlison into
Yeah,
this?
we were talking
No,
about
because
Nunez.
you're saying he hasn't lived up to his price tag.
I
So
said, I don't
if he
think
hasn't, but Richarlison's the same price, then what's
You
the
see,
difference?
he doesn't listen.
Deflecting.
You're not-
We're
You
don't
talking about
listen.
Richarlison.
I never said he does not
I'm
living up
giving
to
you
his price
a
tag.
for instance,
listen
which you
correctly.
don't accept.
I listen
It's mad.
correctly. I said I don't think he will ever live up to
wow.
his price tag. In my eyes, I don't think he's not living up to it now. In my eyes, what
Ever.
is he not? So
his
you're
whole
you're
career.
telling me he's going to live up to that 85 add-ons, basically.
No, it's 68 plus add-ons. Let's get that right.
If he exceeds the expectations you expect, he's going to get those 85 million add-ons, right?
What, by winning the league and Champions League this season? I don't think so, my friend. So that's the clauses that,
All right,
that
listen,
everyone
if
hangs
you
on
think
to.
either way, 65 million. I don't think Darwin Nunez will be worth that.
I think 65
That is
in
wild.
this
He's a player,
climate.
Are you
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
me? Are you telling me off the back of one season?
You called him Captain Chaos.
Let me finish a sentence, please. Because if you're telling me off the back of one season in the Portuguese league, a player is all of a sudden worth 65 million.
No, he's
No,
not.
that's
So
not-
is
that is-
Enzo
sorry,
after 13
sorry.
games worth 100?
Enzo is not worth that.
No,
I can
no.
tell you that.
It's Premier League
So
tax, lads.
what
No,
is
but,
the
with
confu-
respect,
what is-
that's
what
a
is the
different
confusion
conversation.
here?
That's
Yeah.
very, very...
What is the
very
confusion
conversation.
here?
That's
I'm
Premier
sorry.
League tax. What I would say is, I agree with him that he hasn't lived up to everything that we thought he was going to be in the sense
Bro.
of scoring goal after goal like Haaland. But 65 million in the Premier League context is not actually a lot of money. Like genuinely,
Oh, so Richarlison wasn't a lot of money either.
50. Honestly, it's not that. Like we used to say it with City. City would buy 50 mil players here and there, and we wouldn't say they were big signings, but they become big players, you know. And so I think Nunez is living up to about a 60 mil price tag. To be honest with you, he's doing all right.
I would say.
Listen,
he's
You're
not
going
a
on
100
like he's
player.
not
I would
scored a
say.
goal.
I would say.
When did I say he didn't score a
Richarlison-
goal?
You're going on like...
is
You're saying he will
I didn't say
never,
that.
ever...
I didn't say that.
No, you said he will never, ever reach his price tag. That's what you just said.
I never.
Ever.
I didn't say never ever. You see, now you're adding juice to
He
it.
did say ever, though.
I said I don't think he will live up to his price
Did you have a
tag.
bad night's sleep last night?
Bro, I said I don't think he will live up to his
Okay.
price tag,
if we
and I
wanna
don't think
talk
he's that
about
good, bro.
price
tags-
Bro, I don't think he's that good. You want me to rate Nunez? I'm sorry, I don't rate him.
So you
He
don't
is
think
not
he's
a
done
good.
anything good this
I
year?
said he can be a useful squad player in your team, yes, but he will never be that guy who you guys signed him. You played with a false nine for about 4 years. You were very successful. Darwin Nunez has essentially been brought in to say, this is the new way forward. All of a sudden now, that number 9 that got signed, I'm seeing him get pushed out wide.
I don't agree.
And that's the best way to get out of him
Played out
because he
wide for
creates...
Benfica.
We bought Gakpo
Cool,
to be the Bobby
cool.
Firmino for replacements, and then we pushed Nunez on the left
Darwin
wing, 'cause
Nunez,
that's his
was
best
Darwin
position.
Nunez signed to bring you goals, yes or no?
Yeah, and he has.
Was he signed to
He
be
has.
the big number 9 in the middle, yes
He
or
is
no?
the big number
No,
9.
otherwise we would have given him number 9.
What?
We would have given him number 9, but we didn't.
No, but to be
You're
fair-
getting too
to be
technical.
fair to-
You lot are trying to sugarcoat it.
No, no,
I get
no,
it because he's
no.
your
I'll
guy.
let
You
the
got
guy
to
in there,
defend
let
him.
the guy in there.
But I
There is a
don't.
player
Darwin
in there.
Nunez was signed as a
Correct.
marquee
Oh,
franchise
correct,
signing,
correct.
and he's not living up to it.
There
I'm
is a
sorry.
player in there. You got to admit that.
I think
I never said there wasn't. I said he can be
No,
a
but it's
good
only
player
his
for them.
first season.
I agree
So
with what
he said.
I'm
ever.
saying is maybe
By
you
the
need
way.
to give
And
some time
how
before
many
you write him off
and what
completely.
have and in this first season,
you're
as
saying
much
he
as
will
you've
never
seen,
do that.
as much as you can say 15 goals and it sounds good, have you been watching with your eyes when he's playing? Have you seen some of the chances he's been missing?
Yeah, but I've also
have you
seen him
some
get
of
Let's
the
miss more big chances.
Can I
than
finish a
Nunez this
sentence?
season.
Have you seen some of the touches he's been taking? 1v1 when he's with a man. Like, he doesn't look comfortable playing football sometimes. So
Yeah, but
that's
he's
my
got-
thing. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. I was asked,
is he the finished article? No.
what do I think of Nunez? That's what
With
I
all
think
due
of Nunez.
respect, I
When
think
I see him, I see
watched
someone
more
who
than
doesn't
you.
look comfortable
At the moment,
essentially.
but you
And
said
when-
he will never get to.
He said
I don't
ever.
think he will-
said ever.
He's adding the ever or whatever.
No,
1-0
you
Aston Villa.
did. You
You
not
did
say
say
ever.
ever.
You did say ever.
I don't think he will ever. I don't think he will ever live up to the 65 million price tag, and that's fine. Because guess what? He can still be a
That's a
useful
wild
squad
take.
player and be a good signing for Liverpool. He can still be useful, But that doesn't mean he has to go and break 30 million. When he signed, let's not forget, you lot were comparing him to Haaland.
Yeah,
and now they will act like, oh, we were joking. We were just shut up. You lot were doing that and putting him on that platter like he's going to come and tear up the Premier League. Now he's putting up 15. Oh, no, 15's cute, though. 15's cute. Nah, please. Please.
This isn't
He keeps trying to drag
This isn't about
Richarlison. Richarlison is dead food.
I
We
would
can
say-
tell you that.
I will say-
Richarlison is crap.
I
think
would
he'll
say-
ever reach his
That's
monetary
it.
value?
No, it's not.
I-
We know this.
I just feel like Fuad, when we signed Nunez, said he was a panic buy. So I feel like he feels
I'm
like he
sticking
has
to
to
the
stick
same-
by that.
I'm sticking to the
Without-
same thing
without
I said
realising
back then.
what he's
My
seeing.
opinion has not changed because of 15
And also,
goals.
with all
because
due
I've
respect,
watched with my eyes.
we've watched more than you.
No, you haven't,
than
because I
Nunez.
watch Liverpool games.
I
Just
watch
because you
him
watched
live
a couple
in the
more.
flesh, bro.
Fantastic.
And
Congratulations.
If that's how you
Doesn't
feel
mean
about it,
anything.
You shouldn't have an opinion
Scored
on
against
it.
Real
Like,
Madrid,
literally,
Arsenal,
that's what I'm saying.
Manchester
Like,
United.
man are doing this. Oh, I'm at the game,
Everton.
so you can't have an opinion.
No, but Fuad,
Allow it.
he scored it in the derby against United, Real Madrid, Arsenal away.
Well done. And that
Do
was
you-
a
do you
great
not-
goal against Madrid as well.
So do you feel like, because you said ever, do you feel like that's not even enough to grow onto something to prove that he is worth that money?
I said he can be a useful squad player. Is he not being a
Tell
useful
you what,
squad
let's
player
run
right
a
now?
poll on this. Let's ask you guys.
Do
at
you
home.
think
I
he's
just
gonna?
think it's
Do
strong
you
for you
think
to
he's
say
gonna?
ever.
Let me ask
It's
you this:
strong for
Do
you to
you
say
think
that.
he's gonna be the big marquee signing that you
100%.
expected him to be?
Yes,
Yeah,
without
I'm
question.
glad. I'm glad you said that.
Without
1-0
question.
I'm glad you
Brighton.
said that. I cannot wait till you're saying Darwin out.
It's
What I would
1-0
say- I would
never
Brighton,
say that.
Ferguson
I'm not like
goal.
Tottenham fans who
Leicester
say
also 1-0 down
every
at
2
home to
minutes.
Aston Villa.
That's what it is.
I can't believe it's only been 13 minutes, to be honest with you. I felt like we'd been having that debate for a good 45.
I just want to add one point to it. I really do.
Go on.
There's progression. I totally see what you're saying. I love football myself, and I'm a purist. When somebody has technical ability, you can realise it straight away. Like João Felix, for example, as we were talking about him. Darwin Nunez doesn't have that, without a shadow of a doubt. But you know who never had that as well? Mo Salah. Mo Salah never had that finesse and that.
Mo Salah, if you saw him at Roma, though, Mo Salah, if you saw him at
In the
Fiorentina,
Italian
Mo
league,
Salah, if you
he
saw him
gets a
at
yard
Basel,
more,
you could see
and
that
in
he
Basel
had
he
that
gets a
raw
yard
ability
more.
within him. And I'm saying he's actually got raw ability where he can make something.
And he has
of-
progressed,
I'm-
right?
He's
He's progressed, right? 15 goals is
he's
alright.
taken me saying that he's not going to be worth 6'5", as Darwin Nunez is a dud and he's
No.
washed.
No, I
up.
think- you know
He
what
could
it
be
is?
a
It's a
useful
wild
squad player,
statement,
but
'cause
just
65
because
is
I
not a
don't
lot.
prop him up like,
Can I- can I
oh,
do a lot
50
these
million.
days.
I agree with
To
a
you,
lot
it's
of
not a lot. To me, when you lot signed Darwin Nunez and you compared him to Haaland, I expected a game changer.
but who
This
did,
guy has
bro?
not been
Who
a game
did?
changer. He's been a laughing
Did
stock
I
most of the
compare him
season.
to Haaland?
Scored a
What I
couple
would
of
say-
goals
I
lately.
never did that.
So now it's like
What
you
I
don't want to
would
change
say
the narrative.
is-
You can't change the
Let Laurie
narrative.
say his
What
bit.
I would say on that is, Fuad, is that you did make some salient points. However, even I had to prick up my ears when you said, I don't see him ever.
That's a wild shout for me.
Because
That is
to
a
me,
wild
he
shout.
does have certain raw attributes that will be very suited to the Premier League, namely pace and strength. He's
Yeah.
always going to get goals off the back of that alone. If
That's
he's
a good argument, right there.
So to write him off,
His whole
not even
career.
at his first season, I think it's a bit premature. But
Bruv, I don't think he will. Period.
well, if you
That's
say
just,
that,
that's
but-
just my opinion.
Yeah,
You don't have to like
This is what
it.
makes
You
football
don't
good,
have
bro.
to
That's
accept
what
it.
makes
wild
football
shout.
good.
We
all have
can
different
all
opinions and stuff.
agree to disagree, but
Absolutely.
I
That's
don't
what
think so.
football is.
That's
Game
exactly
of
what it's about.
opinions. Forever.
Close your
We are
eyes
running
and
that
the
poll,
match.
by the way. We'll let you know the results of it as and when. If you guys think that he has been a success or if he hasn't.
I wouldn't say he's been a resounding success, but I wouldn't say he's been the failure that we thought he was going to be at the start of the season. I think 15 goals.
What would have been your target for him?
I would have liked to have seen
20
him get
goals, all
25
comps.
goals, 20 goals, yeah. I would have
So
liked
if
to have
he's
seen that.
still on course for 20.
He
For
is.
sure, yeah.
I think 15 is not a bad return, to be quite
it's
honest.
not.
For a 22-year-old that's just come in
In his
under
first
big
season.
pressure in a big team, I think that's all right.
I think he's
But I do
definitely
agree with
because-
Fuad, because I know he knows football, he does, and so does Gilly. But he hasn't got that technical ability that we like, lads, and we admire. Doesn't have that, but he's definitely valuable in the team.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway.
Don't want to say what I just saw.
I saw that.
So that's him written off for his whole
I know.
career now.
If you
One
just
bad
saw what
pass.
Darwin Nunez just did there, it's too funny. You can't make it up. You can't make it
Yeah,
up.
but if he gets a goal in this game and they win,
Fuad speaks very early, you know.
He can do,
Always
he can
very
do what
early.
he wants. He can score a goal. That doesn't mean he's.
I
But the
don't think
more goals he scores, do you not then go, fair enough, he's actually scoring a lot of goals now?
He
That's
can
what
be
he
a
came in to
useful
do.
squad player.
Useful squad player.
no, but as a
Listen.
striker,
He's our main man, bro. He's our main
I don't
man.
know
don't
about
think
that.
anyone's
I don't know.
sitting there.
You can ever say he's the main man while Salah's there.
I don't think
think you
anyone's
can
sitting there
ever say
thinking
that.
Refined footballer, technical ability. No one's sitting here thinking that. Definitely not. He's not Bobby. He's not Thiago. Like, we know this. But he does
fine.
have value to offer.
Because
to
do
the
you know what my thing is? Yeah, is because I feel like lately Darwin Nunez has hit a patch of goals where it's in the Champions League as well. Liverpool fans are now starting to almost buy their Darwin stocks again. And the thing is, it's with players like Darwin. I always, and I'm not saying you lot in particular. I'm saying other Liverpool fans. I've seen them kind of flip flop with him. But what happens is players like Darwin, when they're not easy on the eye, if you like, they go through a dry spell of form. Timo Werner is another example with Chelsea fans last year. I can think they go through that dry spell. No. I mean that dry spell of where they're not hitting form, they're not getting you goals, they're missing those big chances. I remember Arsenal fans with Giroud a few years ago, time after time missing those big chances where you're like, what the hell is going on? Exactly. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans are eventually going to say, forget the 15 goals or whatever, get this guy out of here. And especially when you cost the money that he's cost, when Liverpool are competing where they're competing, now they're not competing for anything. They're 8th. It's like, all right, cool, it don't matter. When it's the title race and he's costing them points in the title race because he's missing these big chances, I want to hear the narrative change. That's what I'm saying.
I hear
You'll
that.
never
But
catch me ever saying.
Actually, right now, though, he is
Nunez out,
taking his
by the
chances in the big games. He scored against Real Madrid and it was a fantastic goal, and that's a pressure
Great.
goal.
The back heel.
I think he is.
Oh, go on.
Oh,
Ain't got it in your lock.
Oh,
sorry.
that was exciting.
But yeah.
Yes, Kurt.
It's a
So,
big
Fuad,
debate,
let me
isn't it?
ask
Big
you a
debate.
question. Do you not think that 15 goals that he's got so far is a decent return so far? He's on.
Is that
course for
15 in
20
a
goals.
Prem or all comps, by the way?
12 in all comps, 15. Sorry, 12 in the Prem, 15 all comps.
For a first season,
okay.
do you not think that's an okay?
Yeah, it's
return?
okay.
okay.
I agree. It's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He's on
That's
course
nothing
But it's
to
not
rave
terrible
about.
either. It's
to give
not
us what we
awful either.
expect.
Right?
It's not.
No,
it's not
fair.
awful. I've said
And
that.
what I
It's
would
not
say
awful.
is, at the first half of the season, he was that player that you're talking about, lad, and everyone was terrified of him because he'd be like, "What have we bought here?" But he has progressed, lad.
He has.
And he's found his feet a little bit, and I'm happy.
I don't
about that.
So
dispute
you don't
that. I
think that
dispute-
progression
I don't
will ever get
dispute
more than it is now?
that I think there's a ceiling on it. That's my
Which
thing.
is right
I don't
here, right
believe
now.
you. I think you think that there's this unlimited ceiling that he can finally become this total player.
I
I
think
think there's a
he can
ceiling on that
score 35
progression.
in all comps.
Once that ceiling hits as well is when almost that harsh reality is going to hit.
Just to add to this, right? So there's no player that's going to win you every game, lad. I think Liverpool have never been that team to have one sole player and put the whole responsibility onto them.
Mm-hmm.
We play players at their strengths, and so yes, he can reach his potential through his strengths, not to be the number 9 that everyone thinks he's going to be.
Drogba's
this
first
traditional
season,
number
I think
9.
he scored
We can
11.
we can get the best pace out of him, we can get the best strength out of him, and we can get the best chaos out of him, and that's his potential, lad. That doesn't mean he's going to be the best footballer in the world. Nobody's saying that. Mo Salah has never been a technical football player. Mane was better technically, but we got the most out of them for their strengths, and that's what good teams
What
do.
is going on with everyone?
Curtis
tonight?
Jones just literally fell over.
No,
on the ball
loads of
there.
people are, you know. I don't know if you've seen Enzo before. The ball
Yeah,
coming over
no,
the top
I
of him
saw
and it's almost the back of the head.
Slippery
It's mad.
surface at
Right, I just want
Stamford
to read
Bridge
through
there.
some super chats. Let's
Go
just
for it.
pause this debate for a moment.
Big debate that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Sorry,
I
Abby.
did- I
Sorry,
did- I
Abby.
did-
Hey, they'll get a
I'm
nice
glad-
clip
I'm
out of
glad I asked it, because that's taken our 15 minutes.
She asked the question and was like, bloody hell.
Ahmed says, if Liverpool lose, they will be 9th. Does that qualify for the Conference League?
No.
No.
And actually, if we finish 9th in the league, I'd rather not have Europe and just focus on the...
Absolutely.
You've seen Newcastle this season. They've been able to focus on the Premier League and they've been fantastic as a result.
They have. Another super chat from Amir, who says Klopp doesn't always start Nunez. Just to let you all know, the chat has been very mixed. In terms
will be.
of
It will be.
And it
It's
should be.
with
And it
Nunez.
should be.
Team Fuad. And
Yeah, it will be.
And
I
it should
expect
be.
it.
And it should be like that.
I'm saying impartial.
Football opinions, that's what it's all about.